AEW Fight Forever, man, what a game that had so much potential and has just failed the community, the consumer, in just so many ways. There has been so much silentness, so many broken promises. The game did not go how everybody thought it would when they was going on ahead and giving out that 60, that 70, that 80 if you weren't on PlayStation for the DLC. And here we are, guys. We are September 18th, the date that I'm recording this video. June 30th, I believe AEW Fight Forever came out. And yeah, we were told a bunch of different stuff by community managers. Before the game came out, we were promised different things. Things were coming, you know. I'm not even sure at this point what's going on. I do understand that it's only been 3 months since the game dropped, but we only have Stadium Stampede to show for it, which in reality, it's good, but it's not what it was supposed to be. A lot of lag outs, the hit detection, it's not good, and I feel like they just dropped the mode and just left. There was like no hot fix, no nothing. Try to help the mode, try to fix it. They just went ahead, dropped it, gave it to us. Here's your Stadium Stampede. There you go. Then when we play it, the PC base is dead. Lag outs are happening. Hit detection doesn't work. There's no detection. You're just hitting and no damage is being done. Go and play Stadium Stampede, guys. Go and have fun. Listen, I don't mean to be the negative Nancy. If you watched all my videos from the first day and when I started reporting on it, I always reported the positive and the negative. I was always a fan of this game. This is a game that I was really looking forward to playing, but when I tell you guys the disappointment that THQ and Yukes left the community with, it's not a good feeling. Left a bad taste in my mouth, man. Y'all charged a lot for this game. Y'all charged like if it was a AAA game, and in reality, all this was a half-assed arcade game. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Now, when we going ahead talk about Road to Elite, everybody was raving about it. Road to Elite was cool. Honestly, it was nice, but then you had to replay it multiple times to get multiple different story branches, which is cool. You know, you can play with different wrestlers and you can bring in actual AEW wrestlers into the mode. It just wasn't what people were hoping it to be. A lot of unnecessary stuff was in that mode. Didn't have no reason to be in the mode at all anyway. When you create a wrestler, they play like garbage unless you go on ahead and put them into Road to Elite, unless you have a mod that you can go on ahead and actually just unlock everything. But who wants to go through that, especially if you're not a PC player? Maybe you just want to just make a wrestler, play with him, you can upgrade him. You should have that. It kind of just locks you in and puts this burden on you that you got to play AEW Fight Forever career mode or Road to Elite to go on ahead and actually be able to use use the character that you created in exhibition. Road to Elite nonetheless was a great idea. I'm not going to sit here and just put it down. I had fun on Road to Elite. AEW Fight Forever was honestly one of my favorite video games when it came out till we went online, and ranked was just a call. It was a call showcase. Everybody had calls. It was OP because they played Road to Elite and then brought their character into online. All we asked for was a toggle mode. Nobody said take out calls out of online. How about a toggle button? I don't want to play with calls. I don't want to play against calls. They just never gave the community a chance. We want to use John Moxley. We want to use Kenny Omega. We want to use Bryan Danielson. We couldn't even use that unless you wanted an unfair disadvantage from the player that had a created wrestler. So it's just little things that I just felt that they could have listened to us, and it's easy changes. All you had to do was throw an option in there. You know, I'm not a game developer. I don't know how hard or easy it is, but I remember WWE had it in the past. They still do. You can choose what type of matches you want to wrestle, what type of wrestler you want to face, if it's an in-game wrestler or a call. It's just a lot going on, man. I just feel like truly, it did not care. I do understand that a lot was invested into this game, but like I said, I just don't think they cared as much as the consumer did after spending their hard-earned money on this game. DLC was a big one, guys. We got Keith Lee and the Bunny. I don't mind that. That's cool that we got Keith Lee and the Bunny. Now, the issue that I have with this is that there was no roadmap. Before the game came out, they let these release dates flow. So 3 days before the DLC was supposed to come out, the DLC never came out that date. It ended up coming out a couple weeks later. Fine. Okay. Why let those dates float around knowing that they're around and people are believing that? Right? We were reporting, us YouTubers, we were reporting on the release dates of the DLC. Oh yeah, it's coming out this date, this date, this date, this date, this date. And when it came to it, they were like, nope, it's not coming out this date, and we don't even have a date for you guys. Right? So they gave us the Keith Lee and the Bunny drop, which I didn't even think we were going to get in the first place because of how quiet the community managers have been and just the developers in general of this game. So they gave us that, which is cool, but there's still no roadmap letting us know, oh, here's the next update, when the next update is coming, or here's when the next DLC is coming. 30, 20 extra dollars, whatever the case is for DLC, which was already too much because you're giving us, what, 6 wrestlers in total? You guys don't even have a roadmap to show us when this DLC is coming out. Now, please explain to me, how does that make any sense? There's no sort of, the DLC is coming out this date, everything is, oh, it's being worked on in the next few weeks, and then they drop a promo video the day before, oh yeah, it's coming out tomorrow, when it's ready for them, because they can't meet deadlines. And listen, I'm not a hater, man. You know, AEW Fight Forever had potential. Not anymore. It lost way too many people. But you got to keep it a buck, man. People spent a lot of money on this game, and I know that they lost out more than they invested. I know that for sure. The game was a total flop, but you still lied to the consumer at the end of the day. That's just what it is. That's facts. Yukes and AEW THQ, they all said new match types were coming on the website. We're 3 months in. No new match types have come out. Keep in mind that the match types are already limited in this game, and we still have no new match types. Listen, I'm not expecting everything overnight. Like I said, give us a roadmap. Let us know when things are coming out. That way players know to be tuned in when things are supposed to come out. But you guys just left us in a complete darkness with 4 match types or whatever it is. The Battle Royale, the one-on-ones, which is cool, the Extreme Rules matches, but at the end of the day, it's not going to suffice the player for that long. You know, and not to mention, there's actually more match types in Road to Elite, and you guys chose to leave those out of the exhibition so that players can't use it. So you have to go into the mode to play those matches, and then you play them once. So there's a lot of things that are mind-boggling with this game that they did not care to change, clear up for the consumer at all. Now, guys, lastly, gameplay was objectively good, but there was a lot wrong with the gameplay. I mean, not even being able to just move in the direction that I want to. They copied No Mercy in the games back then with that part of it. But I just think that this game could have still been good and had that feeling with a more approach of a modern game, you know? I know that they wanted to go back, but there's a way to do that and still keep it modern and keep it as updated, you know? Give us that feeling, but still modernize it a little bit. I just feel like they just went that way and they stayed that way, which is fine. You know, a lot of players enjoyed it. It was a throwback. For me, that was fun. You know, I got to play like that. I've never really gotten to play like that when a game comes out. Of course, I've gone back and played the old WWE games and felt the controls, but it was nice to be around for a game like AEW, which was a throwback essentially to what other players who are older than me played back then, and I got to do that as well. So there's a lot wrong with the game and with how they manage the game and the release of the game. Let me know, guys, down below in the comments how you guys feel about the game. Still, are you guys still playing? But to me, AEW Fight Forever is officially dead. I haven't played that game in over a month, and that's just how I feel about it, man. But I appreciate you guys for tuning into the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm going to catch you guys. Peace.